Hi everyone, this is Jen, and I'm here with my very first Project Life process video. This process is for week 5, January 27th through February 1st. So I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. That's my norm. And this video took an hour and 30 minutes. Well, the process took an hour and 30 minutes. The video is only 20 minutes long, don't worry. And you see it at the beginning, I had my planner out, and I was just double checking what happened that week in case I had some memorabilia that had to go on this page. And I decided that I was going to focus on blue, so that was going to be my main color. So I'm pulling out some cards from Becky Higgins' Honey Edition and Midnight Editions, and then some Maggie Holmes 6x6 paper I cut down, and some Studio Calico Project Life cards from last year's kits that I was subscribed to. And I'm primarily using blue because I have a pack of cardstock stickers that I'm trying to use up, my winter theme stickers, and February and March I can use those, and then after that it'll be going back into my Christmas stuff, and I'll forget about them until next Christmas. So just going through my cards. I have a stash of cards on my desk that I try and use first, and then I have a bigger container that I'll pull out here in a while for my 4x6 cards. That Studio Calico card with the little girl on it, my daughter had got a report card this week, so that's her report card. And that is the cut and paste edition. I found some blue cards in there to use. And this is an iris container. It's actually for photos, and it comes with the small plastic containers inside of it. I use those separately, and this is just a way for me to be able to lug my Project Life cards back and forth between my craft room and my dining room table if I decided to do stuff out there. And it works for that. So I found some 4x6s in there, and the navy and teal ones are from the the Honey Edition, and they were actually 12x12 papers that I got from HSN. It was the collection pack, and I cut those down to 4x6s, and the black and white love card at the bottom is the same, but that's the Midnight Edition. Now I'm rounding my corners, and I'm using my Stampin' Up! Corner rounder, which I love. It is the best out of my corner rounders for this application, and I probably have 4 or 5. I have Creative Memories, I have the We Are Memory Keepers, and I have the Paper Studio brand corner rounders, and the Stampin' Up! One's the best. Now these I'm very photo heavy with my Project Life layouts. I think it's like a little diary with pictures. So I always take more pictures than actually fit on the page, and I'm just going through and trying to pick the ones that tell the story the best to me, and trying to put them in chronological order. And then that bottom card that I'm working on now, it's going to have a flip up card, so there's actually 2 cards layered on top of each other there. So I could talk about my pictures a little bit. The first card is going to be the title card, and the second card is for my daughter's report card. And the third and fourth card on the top row is a small event that happened, and we were all trying Bertie Bott's Every flavored beans. They're from the movie Harry Potter, and we found some at a restaurant called Der Dutchman, and we thought it would be fun to try them. Not sure that it was quite the good idea, but it was me and Madison, it was my daughter, and my boyfriend Tom. And then on the second line The first picture is Madison's dentist appointment, which she was supposed to get a cavity filled, but they didn't have to do that. They just drilled it out a little bit, put some epoxy on it. The second picture in that row is the night we got our new phones, which my phone had been broke since January 1st, and I was kind of depending on other people to take pictures up until this point. And then, so I was very happy to get my phone. I had texting abilities from my tablet, but it's not the same. So now that I have all my cards laid down and all my pictures laid down, the first thing I do is glue all the pictures down. So I'm going to be cropping some pictures and then adhering them all to the cards. Again, I'm just checking my planner to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, on to the next card. The third card over on the second row, which I just covered with that one, is one of my dogs laying outside in the snow. It was extremely cold this day and like this whole week, and then the week after that, my daughter actually had a day off of school because it was so cold. And we have 2 Great Pyrenees, so they love it outside when it's cold. When they're inside, they're dying because they're so furry, but they love being outside. And those are the pictures I'm talking about right there. And I wanted to be able to see the dog in both of them and wasn't necessarily concerned about the tree, so I just trimmed the tree off so we could see the dog. And so I adhere those down. The next card is, I was doing Project Life that day, so that was my Project Life mess. And then the next picture to the right, which will be the first picture on the second page in the middle, that's another picture of my dogs. And I'm doing some embellishing here, but for the most part I'm just putting down pictures. So I did pull out those cardstock stickers I was trying to get rid of. Those were the Paper Studio stickers, and they're winter themed, so I'm trying to get rid of those. Onto the next picture in the middle row, which is the third from the right. That's my daughter sitting in front of a puzzle that we created, which took us like 2 weeks to do. Oh, I wanted to say that I was using some Doodlebug washi tape right there, and it's from the Fancy Frills collection, and it's a blue fade to purple, which is like an ombre, which is really neat, and I'm using it again on that card there. So I guess I decided to start embellishing. Putting things under my pictures, so that's probably why. Pull up my planner again, and this planner I actually designed myself for Project Life because I'm so far behind. And I had another planner, but it was so heavy that I didn't want to lug it around anymore. It actually hurt my shoulder because I had it in my purse. So I designed that one, and it's on my Etsy store, which I'll link below, but I'll do a video on it so you guys can see it if you'd like to. This little label I'm putting on is a Studio Calico label. It's white with the navy border. And then I go back to gluing on pictures. Yeah, I may have to change my process a little bit so it's easier to narrate these because I am all over the place. So I have this video recorded and then another video recorded, so maybe after that I'll change my ways. I had a picture of 2 pizzas we made on that card, and I decided that I only needed 1, so I cut that in half, and then that's that 2-layer card there in the corner. Okay, and that one I just glued down is a picture of my daughter eating something, tuna noodle, which is not my favorite. It's not a casserole, it's just like literally boiled noodles with mushroom soup and tuna, and she loves it. Not my favorite, but my dad used to make it all the time, and she likes it. Now I'm trying to cover up this grill, this big black grill on this nice white winter picture. So I used some Stampin' Up! Washi tape on that and one of those stickers. Now I'm gluing down my pictures for my jelly bean cards. And I was going to stagger them so you could read the middle of that. It says this moment. And then I decided that I liked them all at the top. So I'm going to straighten them out now. And I'm almost done talking about the pictures. The picture all the way to the right in the middle is a picture of me and Madison. So that takes care of the first two rows. I talked about all the pictures. And then these are those stickers I'm trying to use up. And then those are Doodlebug stickers. They don't get on there. I have plenty of other stuff on there. And this plate I have full of blue embellishments. That is just a party plate from the dollar store. And I got a whole pack. I think it came with like 24 of them. And what I was finding was that I wasn't using my embellishments because they were all falling to the bottom of the bin, like the smaller embellishments. And I was just getting tired of looking for them, so I wasn't using them. So I would open new packages or go buy something because I think I thought I needed it. So I got these. I separated all my colored embellishments, and that way, and I made a little stand for them. So each one, and I can show that in a later video, but that way I focus on a color. I pull that color out, the paper plate with the color on it, and then I don't have to, well, I still have to go through a bunch of embellishments to find the one I want, but I don't have to go through as many, and all of them will be applicable for the page that I'm working on because they're all the same color. And I'm messing with those little strips. Those little strips are from Studio Calico, and they were from last fall, a kit from last fall, and there has to be like 50 of them. And I'm going to use some on this page. So my camera cutout, I think my camera, because I use my phone, has like a 30-minute timer on it that only records for 30 minutes at a time. I haven't figured it out quite yet. So while the camera was shut off, I just did a couple things. I took that hexagon paper and some Stampin' Up! Washi tape and put it on the title card. And now I'm using the thicker letters. They're called cinnamon, but they're actually a turquoise metallic foil. So, I mean, unless cinnamon was one of the different languages for turquoise, I don't know. But anyways, so I used those to spell out January 27th through February 1st, and then I'm going to use it for Harry Potter on the back of this flip up, because that's what we were doing that day, was watching Harry Potter. And then I decided that I wanted a Harry Potter picture. It's one I downloaded from the internet, and it's actually like the cover to one of the available covers to the Deathly Hallows Part 1, I think, video. And it has a picture of Harry and Hermione on there, all grown up. And then I'm just placing those letters back over where I put that picture. Okay, I'm going to decorate. Oh, I'm going to put yuck on this card with those same thickers. So it actually is a reason I'm going in this order, is that I'm using similar embellishments, I guess. I was going to put an exclamation mark at the end of that, but the dot wouldn't fit, and I didn't feel like moving everything over, so I just left it there. And then those words or letter stickers I just had out are from the Paper Studio. And the only thing I used those for was to spell straight A's at the top of the report card, which she almost got straight A's. She got a B in gym, so not that I don't know. I just don't think that really counts as far as academics, but these epoxy stickers. They're chevron stickers, and they're from the chalkboard collection. And I also got those on clearance. So I put those on there, and then there was an epoxy heart that I put down on the phone picture. Picture of my daughter with her phone and her selfie. And then I had that doily. That doily was periwinkle. It was like a blue, light blue, purple color. It was really strange. I've had it for a long time. I've been dying to use it just to get rid of it. So I found 2 spots to put it on the page, and it goes pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. Since there's all different kinds of shades of blue on this, it worked out. I just found one of those Studio Calico strips that says #life, so I got to put that on the page. And then another one down at the bottom, right above that doily that I was just talking about, and it says family. And then on that card I'm working on now, that's the Jelly Bean page. It says that label down at the bottom, it's another of the navy labels, and it says, let's do this. So I thought that was appropriate for the jelly beans, because everybody's pretty reluctant to taste jelly beans that could result in either rotten egg or skunk flavored jelly beans. So, and then I also found one of those Studio Calico strips that says free time, which, obviously we had free time. We were eating weird jelly beans. And then that other strip that I just put on there, it says good idea / bad idea. So probably circle the bad idea on that one. These are jelly beans stickers in the navy, and for some reason I have to peel those stickers off and stick them on my hand before I can line them up on the card. And I tried not doing that, and it didn't work. So I will probably continue to do that. How silly it seems, especially when I look back in the video and watch myself do it. But it's just one of those things, I guess. And I lost the dot to my eye, which was that hand gesture you seen there. And I just left it off. I did find it the next morning, but it was stuck to something. It was stuck to my planner, so I am writing the title for that card. It's going to be Creative Mess, because that's what it was. And that card's going to be done after that. And I got one of the little, trying to get a piece of sticker that's not supposed to be there off. Okay, and found a navy piece to put behind that picture of my daughter eating her tuna noodle. And my apologies for the camera angle. I video with my phone, and when I stop it and leave, I take my phone with me. When I put my phone back up, it moved the position, so you can hardly see the bottom. So sorry about that. I will watch for that from now on. And I'm using the jelly bean soup. Again, I'm putting tuna noodle on this card. It doesn't fit, so I decided to put noodle on the bottom. And I found a piece of navy and white stripes just to anchor that photo down. I'm not actually going to add anything else to it. And then I believe I'm going to go to the card with me and my daughter. Oh, no. Hang on, I'm going to put puzzle on this card. Same, I'm using the uppercase of these jelly bean navy stickers. And it took 2 weeks to do this puzzle. It's a puzzle from Barnes & Noble. I got it at Barnes & Noble. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle from Nene Thomas. It's really cool graphics. It was very hard to do. But we enjoyed it, or I enjoyed it. And let's see. There it is. Now I'm doing the card with me and Madison. And I just found a little die cut. It says love you. And then I'm going to pull out this washi tape from Doodlebug, the Fancy Frills washi tape. And I'm going to pull out a stamp set from Heidi Swap. And it's very strange. It's not photopolymer and it's not acrylic. It's rubbery. It's like very squishy. And I stamped it with my Memento ink, and it's not very clear, but it worked for my purpose. So it just as always. And then I find another one of those Studio Calico labels that says the moon of my life. I'm going to stick it right over that washi tape. And then I needed something else for my title card, so I'm just going to use one of these stickers. It says, "Baby, it's cold outside." Again with the planner, make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'm reading with my finger, which I didn't realize I did until right now. The things you learn about yourself. Oh, I wanted to tell about us getting our phones, so I just found a little label sticker to put there, and it, or I guess it's a die cut, and I just put "Finally new phones!" exclamation point. So, and then that flip up down there at the bottom that I'm working on, decided it needed a heart, and then I put a "Just Believe" die cut on there because it's all about magic. And my daughter's extremely happy on the front of that, and then when you flip it up, she's like in tears because she was being emotional over the movie. She was emotional because Dobby died, the house elf. And I finally found somewhere to put that geotag with the number on it. And I just put the geotag number 7 under there next to the Harry Potter because that is the 7th book. It was the 7th and 8th movie. So, oh, I took that family tag off and I'm just straightening it out because it was bugging me. So that's going to wrap it up, and I think that's going to wrap it up. Okay, yeah, so we're almost at the end, and I appreciate you guys watching and enjoy the still shots that you're going to see, and I hope you join me next time. I thank you very much. Have a great day.